We are here today at Champagne Chrome. That is Suma Domeabra, which is few meters from Suma Ahinkro, which is a suburb of Sampa. And today is a weighing day, what we call yeah, they look at the welfare of the child from day 0 up to the time the child is 5 years. And here we have Vivian, who is the community health nurse, and every today is Tuesday. Every Tuesday they come with their team with the vaccines to weigh the children. Now what is done over here is very simple. We have the weighing scale here. My video man, please. We have the weighing scale here. When the children come here, first you have to come and do the weighing to check their weight. And after you check the weight of the child, they now go into their card to see which of them is due for the vaccination. So the community health nurse duty will be to go through the card to see which of them are due for the vaccination. The vaccinations are given from day 0 up to the time the child is 5 years, and it's to make sure that the child has maximum protection against the childhood killer disease. Now I want to walk you through some of the vaccines that the child takes. We have at birth the child receives BCG, and that is 0.05 mils. I don't want to go into the dosages, but these are some of the vaccines the child receives at birth. Then we have OPVO, then OPV1. Then at 6 weeks, the child receives diphtheria, Hep B, and then Haemophilus influenza vaccine, pneumococcal vaccine, rotavirus 1. All these are to make sure that the child has protection against diseases that attack children. Now at 10 weeks, the child also have got another vaccine he or she has to take. At 14 weeks, he has to also take another, and at 14 weeks, he take OPV3, pneumococcal vaccine, and 6 months vitamin A will be given. Then 9 months, we have measles and rubella and yellow fever vaccine also administered. At 12 months, vitamin A. 18 months, which is 1 year, 6 months, measles, vitamin A, meningococcal vaccine, that is A. Then they are giving net. All this are to make sure that the child has maximum protection. Now, Foha Friends of Health Association, a member of the Ghana Coalition Health NGO, is in the Sampa district, which is Jaman North district. And today we are in a community called Champagne or Domeabra, which is a suburb of Suma. That is Suma Domeabra, which is a few meters from Sampa. And we are here to look at the child welfare clinic. They actually look at the welfare of the child. Is the child going? Is the weight appreciating as the child is actually eating? And the community health nurse duty is to make sure that if there are any health challenges, then they will refer them to the nearest health center, which is Sampa Hospital, and they also have Suma Health Center. So this morning, like we see, I'm here with the project officer Foha, Yabila is also actively working. We have Vivian, who is the community health nurse, and then Madam Kate. Madam Kate has actually been a volunteer for the past 17 years, and she's actually doing a lot. And we have Madam Paulina. She's also part of the volunteers whose duty it is to make sure that the children receive the vaccination to receive maximum protection. Now you can see the women are now trooping in with their kids to make sure that they have the vaccine taken. And as they come here, they do the weighing. And I have a lot of babies here. I have my namesake. Today I have a certain child, is also named Jet. They are coming for the weighing, you can see. And as we do the weighing, our duty is to make sure that the children are receiving the vaccination they are appreciating in weight. So basically that is our assignment in Sampa here. But yesterday myself and the project officer were walking through some of the community, went to Kabili, we went to Suma Domeabra, went to some of the other places, and the challenge that they have here is the unmotorable roads. Some of the roads network are very bad, which make it very difficult for the community illness to get access to that place to give them the vaccination. Number 2, some of them are also lack of motorbikes. In fact, their motorbikes in the communities are just one, and it's very difficult getting access to the place to give the children the vaccination. But you and I understand that the vaccines are very, very important to the welfare of the child. So it is very important we support some of these things to make sure that they have access to some of the vaccines. Now, the cold chain system, unfortunately, they don't have fridges to keep the cold chain system. These are the container or the box that contain the vaccines, and they must make sure that the vaccines are protected. They go to which community? They go and pick it either at Boka or at Sampa in order to bring the vaccines down to the children. Yes, these are some of the vaccines that I have in the box, and it must be in the cold chain system. They need the fridge to preserve this vaccine. So one of the things that is also necessity, which is a challenge here, is lack of fridges to store the vaccines inside, so that they will be able to just pick it and then come and administer it to the children. So we are also making an appeal that those who can support them to get fridges to store the vaccine, that would be very excellent. Number 3, which I also think very important, is lack of motivation for these nurses who are here. They are doing a lot. Yesterday, we went to one of the communities. One nurse attends to over 60 people within a day. She does the registration, she does the weighing, and she does the administration of the vaccine. One nurse to over 6,000 people in the community. That's the Kabyle, which is a suburb of Sampa. These are some of the challenges that will come down to the community. And I believe that this is a nice project that Foha is undertaking in the Jaman North district. And our duty is to increase immunization coverage to 95%, which is our assignment here for the next 1 year. And I believe that every part of Ghana, we want to make sure children are vaccinated. Now, there's one thing being vaccinated and there's one thing being protected. There are two different things altogether. You can be vaccinated and not protected. How? If the vaccines are not given rightly, you don't have protection. Number 2, if the vaccines do not have the right temperature that will preserve their potency, you don't have protection. So all these things are very, very important. Not just receiving the vaccine, but as to whether you receive the protection is also a question that we have to be able to answer. So my name is Reverend Jefferson, the founder and the CEO of Foha, and I'm here with Edward Ayabila, the project officer. And like I did mention, we have Madam Kate, Madam Paulina, and Sister Vivian and Ahmed, who are the community health volunteers who are working actively. I congratulate them, and I believe that these are the people that need a lot of support to champion the cause of health in this community. So thank you very much. Anywhere you are, when you see this video, you can share it, and that is why you have to support the Foha Health Project. Our activities will go down. We make sure that every money given to us go down to the communities to be translated into their health. Thank you very much. You can share this wonderful video. I've gotten a child. He's also called Jeff, for my namesake. I'll make sure I take the child to Sunyane. Yes, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. So we can now take the picture. I'm for your name back as a white. Yeah, but say you're paying immunization. I'm more. When I we are issued to the Akoye page, among how I'm also more many more. You are taking it.
I'm taking it. You can come closer.
Okay. Oh, yes, you go so I trade money. A person wants to say immunization. Me bam chuma ni bit me abo me de here ben ni here say ye de mo fra na ba na so money. Here ben ni here say de mo fra na ba. We maybe you can take the picture and say. I got a baby.
I'm down.
Okay. Mom,